What does it really look like to have a perfect start in Minecraft Hardcore? Well, I'm not going to answer that today, but I am going to attempt to have a really great start in an SMP. I got invited to join an SMP by this dude called Patchy MC. So this is the story of how I spent a month on this SMP, trying to get the perfect start, or at least the best I could manage. And without further ado, enjoy the video. Da-da-da, or whatever. Welcome to the Buddies SMP. Recently, I joined an SMP called the Buddies SMP because we're all buddies and friends, which is why immediately after joining, I was murdered. What? He killed me because he wanted my head, because player heads and animal heads drop on this server. I am going to get back at him, though.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
okay. Hey, how's it going?
It's going okay.
Yo.
Okay.
So, did you read hey, shh, did you look at the event? So you read everything.
Yeah. Now I'm going to quickly explain this game to you. The goal of this game is to find the dragon egg. There's only one dragon egg in every single Minecraft world, meaning that this is the only one. Now, the person who found the dragon egg first is the one who's going to hide it, and after that, anyone who finds the dragon egg next is the new hider. And you can't hide it in an ender chest or on your body. So, they're going to have to hide it somewhere in the world, and then they're going to have to leave and hope no one finds it. Now, it's the job of the seekers of the egg to follow hidden clues leading to the egg, and then hopefully dig in and find the egg, and then they're going to repeat the cycle and hide the egg as well. Hopefully that made sense, and if it didn't, subscribe, and later on in the video, maybe you'll be able to make sense of it. Hi, pig. What a lovely pig. Now, to win this game, finding the dragon egg first was out of the options. They'd already beaten the game. I joined so late. One of the dudes had full diamond armor, and the other one had full iron, which is less impressive, but still, I was very far behind.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. No, give me the head. That's the whole reason why I killed him, please. Bush, I'm sorry. Bush, I'm
Here,
sorry.
have your hood.
You calling me Bush? I was also shown around spawn a little bit and invited to join a cult. Is that what this massive building is over here?
Yeah.
Hold on, ladies, come here. We need to have...
Did you just call me a woman?
I think you
Get
called
on your
both
seats.
of us a woman.
Okay, men, boys, friends and family.
Now, after checking out the server for a little bit and getting to meet people, I decided to go mining to hopefully gear up, but I died a lot. In fact, I died so much that one of the people on the SMP came over and was like, hey, I feel really bad for you. This is embarrassing. Here's some iron armor and tools. Thank you. Then I died again, like 3 more times, so they didn't... I'm super grateful. Thank you so much for the iron tools, but I still suck. And then, as I was stuck in a death loop, the dude came over yet again to try and help me. And he killed all the mobs and was waiting there. At this point, I left my computer and went to go use the restroom, so I left my brother in charge of my character. Now, immediately, he went over to the dude who had just given me all that free stuff and led him over to a cliff.
I saved you. Look it over here. Look it.
And then he punched him off and killed him. Now, he told me to tell you, in his defense, he didn't think it would work. Donkey hole.
I need it under my name. Free diamond. Wait, no. I got free diamond. Free diamond armor. Oh, yo, he dropped his head. That's so cool. Wait, look at all this diamond armor that I got from mining.
Please put a chest and give him back all his stuff.
No, what? I went mining for this. That's how you make content. See, I upped your reputation.
There's no way they should be okay with this. I feel so bad because the one that gave me all the free stuff.
Well, what? I mean, more free stuff.
But I did feel bad for it and immediately gave it back to him. Except for the head. I hid the head. That's my head. Can't have it.
Have your head back.
Wait, does he not think we killed him?
What do you mean?
He just said, yes, my hero. I gotta go hang it up.
You got his head.
No, don't give him that. Don't. Those are all ours. Never mind. No.
Wait.
Wait, log off.
Is he coming after me?
Log off.
Is he?
Combat log.
Do we want to join the clan?
No.
Good luck.
And with that, we have the end of day 1 on this SMP. It was pretty eventful, but also, in reality, nothing really happened in terms of progress, so day 2, I aim to fix that. I logged in and spotted this weird glowstone thing in the sky. So, after using all the blocks I got from killing that guy yesterday, I was able to pillar up and mine in, except inside was obsidian and I don't have a pickaxe, so I mined 1 full block of obsidian with my fist, which took approximately 3 or 4 minutes. Yes, this footage is insanely sped up. It actually did take this long. I'm honestly a little surprised how fast my goal for progress ended. Like, this is not at all helping. And then there was another obsidian block on top of it, so I pillared up to the top to see if I could mine in. I couldn't. There's still obsidian on the top, and afterwards I made this really sick jump into the water. I know, I'm pretty cool. Now, for those of you wondering why I just defaced this random build I found in the SMP, it's because I was pretty sure this is one of the spots where the egg was hidden, but unable to access it, I had to jump off. I'm so cool. I'm so amazing. After that, I went back to the caves for a second attempt to gather materials. First, I just went caving, but I almost died again, so I elected to take the bravest option and go strip mining where no mobs could get me. It seemed like a good idea because I needed the deep slate, but I also used a whole iron pickaxe and got nothing. So I made another pickaxe, decided to go caving, give that another try, and almost instantly died again. But I didn't, because I'm incredibly skilled and not at all lucky. So after mining for a little bit in this cave, I give it a 3 out of 10. It was terrible, but I did get diamonds. Though it's only 2, so the rating can't go that high, because it did suck. After that, I was heading out of the cave to bask in my new immense wealth of 2 diamonds, but as I was mining out, I stumbled into a water cave and I drowned and lost everything. Everything despawned. So, after gathering none of my stuff, because it all despawned, yes, I'm still a little bitter about that, I stumbled across a village. And after heading in, sleeping in their beds, I found a little villager pit that had been set up by people previously here. So I made a string duper, 2 of them in fact, because the first one didn't work. And then I got to trading. Now I'm going to speed through this process because I've previously done it in another video. And so instead, I'll show you the fact that I also went mining during this time. Yeah, very cool. Now, the mining may look a little bit weird, and that is quite simple. There's a good reason for it, and that's because I was X-rang the entire time. I did feel a little bit guilty about it, so when I strip mined for diamonds, I did not use X-rang. In fact, just the X-rang was for the iron and coal, which feels a little stupid, but yeah. But in the end, I got a full set of diamond tools and armor with some half-decent enchants. So now I'm set up to get all the rest of the stuff I need. Remember that egg game I talked about earlier? Well, I don't, but I did get a clue leading to the egg. So this person had had the egg for almost 2 days at this point in time, and the clue leading to it was a place of... Well, let me actually pull it up. A place of dirt worship is a place for secrets. A note contains your next location. There is a dirt cult on this server for some reason, so I stumbled around through the dirt cult, and I found a church-looking area. There was, like, pews lined up and a speaker area. In one of the back chests, I found the note leading to the next clue, and the next clue talked about a big tree that was all alone next to a tunnel. Now, I headed outside the dirt cult, and I found this one lone massive spruce tree, but there was no real caves or tunnels anywhere around it. But after spending, I think, roughly 15 minutes looking around, I spotted this underwater ravine cave, and I swam through it, and after almost drowning, I came into a little maze section filled with traps, but also the next clue, not the egg. Now, since I'm having to redo the audio for everything, and I don't have any audio of me finding any of these things, let's just move through all the different clues that I found really fast, like snap, 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 and clue, clue, clue. I don't know how that worked in editing. Now we're at the hardest point in the clue hunt, and this is where I really got stuck, and each of these moved from taking roughly 5 to 10 minutes to 15 to 20, and still not finding them. The first one was talking about a village in the east-west direction. I think it was east. And after I went there, I found another village on the hill, and I looked through everything. There was nothing in the village. except for a small little tower where someone had killed an iron golem previously. Then another dude logged on, Patchy, who was desperately trying to win the egg, and so he came over and he was trying to get me to show him where the egg was so badly. But I need something out of this. I want to win the egg, right? So I make a bet. Whoever finds the egg first gets to go to the next clue and whatever. And if he can help me find these next couple of clues, then we can work together. But still, I find the clue first, so I move on to the next area, and then he follows behind me, and then we approach the second one, and we decide to work together, because you know what? I haven't found anything, and it's been 15 minutes and I'm getting bored. So we work together and still we're not finding a single thing. Even going as far as to explore a trial chamber and the nether because I thought for some reason he may have hid the egg there. He didn't, but I got some advancements for the first time entering both of these. But yeah, I spent around half an hour exploring and finding nothing, and then I had to go log off because I have other things to do during the day. So I gave him all the little sheets of clue things that I found, and he still couldn't find it. In fact, after I logged in the next day, he had gotten the egg, but I checked Discord, and it turns out he had to ask the person who made the entire map quiz thing for help finding it, which is fine. But anyways, I didn't get the egg. The clue hunt that I did was really cool. It was created by this person, Farabear, and you should definitely go head over to their channel and subscribe. They have a really cool netherite upgrade speedrun thing video that I watched. So yeah, now it's time to focus. Having fun is over. I'm joking. I enjoy this, but I want to go gather some materials because I want to start working on building my base. And one of the materials I need is mangrove wood, which is very far away and doesn't spawn anywhere near here. In fact, I have no idea where it is. I'm gonna be honest. My plan is quite simple. I'm going to pick a direction and I'm gonna run in that direction for thousands of blocks until I stumble across a mangrove swamp, hopefully. And maybe I'll pick up other materials I need along the way and everything will work out perfectly, probably. So, running out of excuses for other things to do, I logged into the world and started my long trek. It was dark, cold, and rainy. I got scared, so now we're going to use the nether. And as I was hiking through the woods and stuff, there was a little lava pool that I used, mining out some obsidian. Then heading over to a cliff and getting both some coal and some iron and smelting up a flint and steel. On a small little side note, while all of this was happening, and I was mining some gravel to get the flint for the flint and steel, I accidentally just threw my shovel in the lava, so that happened. And with that, I headed into the nether and started trekking once again, until I thought I had gone far enough. Placing down another nether portal, and I had spawned in an acacia forest, so I gathered some acacia, boated across farther, heading into a boat and finding some moss, which is great, because that's one of the materials that I'm going to need for this base.
Polly, stop dying. Oh, I say that as I'm about to die.
30 diamonds.
I also found a dark oak forest. And during this, I was on a call with some of the other server members, and it was just a really nice time.
You can travel the world, and nothing comes close to the golden girl. I love your girls, unforgettable. Daisy Duke's bikinis on top.
However, while I thought I was exploring further and further away, and hopefully loading new chunks to lead me to a mangrove forest, I wasn't, and I walked all the way back to my village. Now this was embarrassing, but I at least met another server member called Polly something. I forgot the last bit of his name. Maybe it was like Polygon? After that, I realized one of my server mates, Patchy, had the egg on him, and so we taunted him for a little bit, me and Polygon. That's not his name at all. I feel like I should know this, because I can review footage. I probably should have written down in my notes, but I didn't.
Actually,
I just kept writing down Polygon.
please.
Anyways, as we were being complete jerks and chasing Patchy around, threatening to kill him, I actually did on accident.
I had 31.
Oh,
Dude, yo. I don't take the egg. Give me the diamonds. Give me the diamonds back, Polly.
"46. I counted them myself."
But this guy Polly
Hey?
picked up the egg from Patchy's corpse, and
dare
he
you.
decided to hit it. Now, neither me nor Patchy actually noticed where this dude hit it, but I said that I knew where the egg was because I wanted to get him off the server so that I could find the egg. He left thinking that it was all perfectly hidden because it was. Neither of us knew where the egg was, and he left his clue, which was a place that
Well, maybe
fishermen
find the egg
love,
real
which obviously is a barrel, except no, it wasn't. It wasn't underneath any barrels. I checked. After that, I checked a house. It wasn't in any houses either. Neither was it underneath his bed. And then I realized I was being stupid and it was underneath the bridge. And so Patchy mined into the bridge. And then he made a deal, assuming that we would share ownership of the egg, except we wouldn't, because that felt like cheating a little
no,
bit.
he's like-
So instead, I got the egg and I hid it underneath this bridge right here.
Alright, so tomorrow we log on and start the escape room.
Okay, editor Dazed Brush here. We never actually built the escape room.
Nice, alright.
It was not nice or alright.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, nope, sure. Yep, wait, what was your idea?
This was it.
Alright, so I'm gonna log off for now. I feel like you're gonna, like, devise a plan to, like, hide it without me on here.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, no, you're still, okay, alright.
This dude just won't leave, and he's being an awful person trying to interact with me. Well, I mean, here's the clue. Oh, and he joined again.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is, I feel like, okay, this is, hold on.
He's gone now, but I've come up with a genius solution. I'm gonna take this flint and steel, set fire to this bridge, so that when he spawns back in, he'll be on fire when he spawns. This was a great idea. Now my only path to the village is set on fire. This was a great plan, with no flaws whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to talking about the egg. If you think my hiding spot for this egg is great at all, no, it is not. The only reason no one found it immediately was because they simply just weren't looking, which was the plan all along. But also, I think around 16 hours later, someone did find the egg, so it is what it is. I went and traveled to get a mangrove spawn. I managed to get the seed off of Patchy when we were trading for the egg, and it was in the opposite direction I went previously, but this time I decided immediately to use the nether. And while I was traveling through the nether, I jumped off a cliff and fell in lava. Which was a little stupid. And then I didn't bring a flint and steel to light the nether portal, so I had to go gather nether. So then I had to go gather gravel, which, as far as I'm aware, usually spawns on the shores of these lava lakes. So I was near the top of the nether ceiling at the time. So that means I had to maneuver my way down a couple of cliffs, get all the way near the lava lake, and didn't die while doing it, which I managed to do. I got the gravel mostly safely, and then I mined them till I got flint, and then I lit the portal and headed into the swamp. Except I wasn't actually at the swamp because I placed the portal a little bit off just for ease of access for me. I was in a little acacia biome, and after leaving that, I found an actual swamp. I stole a couple of blue orchids because they're my favorite flower. They look really nice. Don't judge me. And if you guys disagree with that, tell me your favorite flower down in the comments. If it's the sunflower, you're wrong, because that flower can only face one direction, which means you have to center all your buildings around it, and it sucks. Anyways, I traveled through the swamp into the mangrove swamp, and I managed to get a lot of saplings and get some mud, which was all very nice. After that, I headed back through the nether, and was attacked by at least 17 ghasts. All came out of the blue and attacked me at once, and I was so epic and I dodged it all. Actually, it was about 3 ghasts, but still, I almost died like 4 times, and I'm so glad I made it out alive. And then after that, I started working on gathering the materials for this build. First off, I worked mostly on the mangrove, planting down all the saplings I had just gotten in a really wide spread so that I was able to get a ton of mangrove roots, a ton of mangrove leaves, and a ton of mangrove saplings. It took about an hour. Chopping mangrove is a huge pain. I got a ton of mangrove logs at the end, and it was all very much worth it. After that, I went and mined some spruce trees, which were much easier, and I got a ton of spruce. During this time, the egg had also transitioned hands again. Once again, he hid the egg, and his clue was right under your nose, specifically targeted at Patchy. Because I had spent a lot of time looking for clues previously, I knew immediately where this was. So I headed into Patchy's house. There's a head of him right on one of the walls. How I remembered this, I do not know. But after I mined down, I got the egg, and I hid it again underneath the nether portal with a clue part of a window to another world. And then 3 minutes later, Polly found the egg, which is embarrassing. That shouldn't have taken that long. I think maybe it's because the dirt of where I mined the grass was still showing. But yeah, he found the egg almost immediately. And then I went back to gathering materials, sadly. I'm so sad. To start off, I worked on getting some moss. Because I got the moss blocks from the ship, I was able to mine out a small little section and bone meal the moss until I had a decent amount of moss blocks. While I was doing this, Farah and Polly were also fighting over the egg, except not really fighting because Farah never actually won and just got massacred by Polly. And then after that, I went and mined some stone, mining out a huge chunk directly next to where I got all the moths. So now I have this massive hole right underneath a small little hill near the village area if I want to use that. Could be cool for something in the future. Next up, I went and I mined some diorite, which, yes, I know most people don't actually like. It's considered one of the most hated blocks in Minecraft and often compared to bird poop, but I think you can make it work, and it's certainly a lot easier to gather than calcite, so I'm going to use it for this build, and I'm going to prove you wrong, and it's not an ugly block. Although, you can still think it is an ugly block because used in most cases, it actually is an ugly block. But anyways, that's beside the point. We now have a large portion of the materials left. Whatever's left is just the tiny little materials that I had missed, so I'm going to start working on those now. But before any of that, I also got a horse. I tried out a couple, I picked the fastest one, and I'm going to forget about it for the rest of the video. But now I have a horse. What else did I do? After that, I had most of the large amount of materials covered. So I worked on gathering the leftovers, azalea leaves, birch leaves, andesite, other stuff I forgot about. And with that, we have all the materials that we need, and I need to start almost bigger process of moving all these materials over to the build site. So instead, I procrastinated. I noticed that someone had mined some of my wheat when I logged off for the night. I spent an hour time-lapsing waiting for that wheat to grow. In fact, this entire time I've been farming, but we'll get back to this later. I also checked on my chest, finding this thing called a buddy badge on it, and I think 5 of my diamonds were stolen. I don't know who took them, but I remember having 60 and now I got 55.
I think stole from me, and also, like, used really rudely all my stuff. If I find out who this is, I'm getting so much revenge. Also, so many weird things are going on the server. Like, there's a massive lava-casted tower. That's where that glowstone box thing used to be.
After that, I walked across my ugly bridge and went to check out spawn, which had changed a little bit. There were now a ton of Steve heads everywhere around and a massive T-Mobile tower.
There's also these skeleton horses here. And then, yeah, look over there. Oh, there's another skeleton horse. But yeah, poor Patchy's house. First it was pranked by salmon, and now field full of Steve heads. That's so creepy. This area over here is amazing looking. I think this is Polly's area. Yeah, Polly Golf's home. Like, look how nice this area is. This looks amazing. There's even a little attic. But yeah, this area looks amazing. There's a tiny hoe. But yeah, I'm being one-upped right now. Also, on that massive stone pillar, there's a T. I have no idea what's going on.
After that, I came back to put my head down and actually get to moving the stuff. I time-lapsed this, but it's a kind of weird time-lapse because I didn't spend very long at either chest area, and most of the time I spent just walking between the 2 points. Bad time-lapse aside, I managed to get all the stuff in chests with the chests positioned in an interesting shape. Next, I got a message in Discord about the egg game, and it turns out I didn't win, surprisingly. But here are the scores, and if you're going to take one thing away from this, it's that I didn't get last. Oh yeah! Just second to last. But next, I took the egg out of the hiding spot where I hid it and hoped people would just forget about it now that the game was over, but they didn't. So I brought it over to the egg winner, which was Farabear, and they were the ones who made that really awesome clue hunt that I was doing earlier. I think they deserved it. It also wasn't even close. They had over double my time. I talked with them for a little while, and they were making another villager trading hall for some reason. This one much nicer looking. They invited me to their cult again. I said no. They looked over the area I was gonna build in and killed me twice. Because I killed him once before, but still. But finally, we could start building. And after getting most of the build correct, I went back through and patched up all the holes, and I even made a little waterfall and a small little river. And now it's time to add in these final small little details that are really gonna make this build impressive. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to tell you quickly before I head out, I am in a subscriber race with one of the dudes on this server, Patchy MC, to 10,000 subscribers. Currently, we're beating him, so it's like kicking a baby, and if you like kicking babies, then subscribe. Wait,